Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Greg Oliver and his story. Take it away, Greg.
Well, the first picture we're focusing on there is my mother and and just below her, and my brother. And we just got cowboy costumes, and we're living in Torrance, California. If you look in the background there, you'll see my best friend's dog, Pal. And he was a big part of my growing up too. And
Who's
now
this guy on the bicycle?
that's me again in my cowboy. I couldn't take it off. I love my guns because they fired plastic bullets.
And then you grew
I went on
up.
to play baseball. I was a baseball player in the Little League, the Major Leagues, and then I went on to play in the Pony League.
Which one are you in this picture?
I'm at the top over towards the right, the skinny guy.
Skinny guy. All right. And then who's this skinny guy up here?
That's me after I finished training with the 82nd Airborne Raiders. It was Ranger training in a shortened version. I earned a black cap. I didn't get a Ranger tab, but I was qualified to wear the black cap.
Does that mean you can jump out of airplanes that are perfectly good and come down from the airplane with a piece of cloth?
I jumped with the 82nd, and I jumped with the 82nd 28 times, and then I was Soldier of the Month once.
All right.
I jumped with the Army skydiving team, the Golden Knights, for my 29th jump.
All right. Now here's a bunch of women. Yeah, you didn't know any women, did you?
Vaguely. That was the girls of the, I believe it was probably the 70s and 80s. One is my high school graduation sweetie. I dated her while I was in high school, and we went to the prom together.
That bottom corner is the prom.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have this handsome guy in the trees.
We were off searching. If you look up above, you'll see some initials carved in a tree.
Oh,
And a friend of mine went in search of that. And we were up in, I think it was Lee Vining, up in the Eastern Sierras. And we finally found it. And it was, he was happy, and I was happy that we weren't going to have to look for it anymore.
all right. Now here it looks like you're on a hill at a fire base, right?
I'm actually on a water tower, and that's the Hung River and jungle behind us. We're in a place called Antelope Bridge. It was a place we had stand downs, and we provided security for the village. There was a bridge there that had to be secured, and that's my buddy Vinny sitting next to me.
Okay, Vinny.
Vinny Vitaretti.
The blinds.
Huh?
All right, we're on. We're up here now. There's some kind of a. Well, we're still in Vietnam here.
Yeah, that's just a kind of collage my friend Rod Fink made up for me.
I know that guy.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
Amazing guy.
Kind of a little collage of different adventures. I was on my second tour. I was a security guard for MPs, and there's a picture of me diving off a bridge. I think that was a bridge at Anlo.
And your officer told you not to do it?
No, he dared me to.
Oh, he dared you to do it.
Yeah.
Where's the one of the toothbrush?
The toothbrush is off.
That's up
To the
there. We'll go
right-hand
get to
side.
that in a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head up here over to Vietnam. Looks like Greg taking a break here.
Yeah, hard day of fighting, and I was tired, and taking a break and getting some water in me, and just glad I'm still alive.
That's good. And then Greg out of a helicopter.
Yeah, we're going in for combat assault. I'm made over 30 combat assaults and got me an air medal, which is a rare thing for an infantryman.
Did you ever say get some when you're in a helicopter like that?
Get some? No.
That's that one scene from Full Metal Jacket
No.
where the guy, the gunner.
I was opposed to shooting water buffalo.
Okay, so this was the toothbrush scene, and you told me the story. This is very interesting. Go ahead and tell me.
This is after about 89 days in the field. All of us, this is my squad. I was a squad leader at the time. And
That's you without the shirt?
That's me with the green T-shirt on the left-hand
On the left
side, and that's Vinny squatting down there.
Oh, that's you over here.
And that's some replacements that had joined my squad, and all of us didn't have toothbrushes. We weren't provided with them, and we had gone a long time. Vinny and I had gone 89 days, and our teeth were getting loose, and my gums were bleeding real bad, and I'd gone up to my platoon sergeant, Sergeant MacDonald, and sucked up a bunch of blood into my mouth, and I said, "Sergeant MacDonald, I think I'm sick." And I threw out the blood. I spit out all the blood, and he immediately called for a medevac.
Good job.
Yeah, I went back to the rear and went straight to the dentist. He cleaned my teeth and gave me about 30 toothbrushes.
There you go.
And some toothpaste, and I took it back, and everybody.
Plus, you had a day of R&R.
No, it wasn't really R&R. That he was pretty brutal when he cleaned my teeth.
Oh, okay. All right, down here you're in.
We're in a cordon position. We surrounded a village, and we're hoping to flush out some NVA or VC combatants and kill them.
All right, that's probably what most guys would do there in Vietnam. That's the objective.
And that's an overview coming in on a helicopter. I took a picture of An Lo. An Lo village was protected by us, and that's what it looked like.
All right, and here we got some guys in a village.
Well, these are Buddhist monks and apprentices, and being in the situation I was in, I was looking into God. I was looking in all avenues, and I wanted to know what their view on Him was, and afterlife, and anyway, I was being very, very philosophical there.
You checked out of that program, though.
Oh yeah, and here I am. It was probably the hottest day recorded during the Vietnam War. It was 130 degrees. And they actually told us to stand down, so we got under our ponchos and took our boots off, and I got a radio and listened to country western music, and we just kicked back and sweated.
That's a very common thing in Vietnam, from what I understand.
As we were this is a recon. I believe it was going out to recon an ambush site to go to that night.
And then we made up a plaque with your Army logo and the Airborne logo.
Yes.
And you're a paratrooper.
Yeah, that's just some of my paraphernalia that I picked up over in Vietnam.
And who's this fine-looking young man?
That is an artist that came up with taking my old wrinkled-up pictures and making them into.
Wow, that's amazing.
Something.
He's so handsome. Look at that guy.
He is. He was in.
Looks like a real warrior
Navy.
too.
He was in the Navy. He had no idea. But here come the Marine Corps, and they grabbed him up and took him out and made a Marine out of him.
That's amazing. Well, you'll have to tell me more about him later.
Okay. He was a very handsome man.
Very handsome man. Undoubtedly. You're going to have to go over here and see.
And smart too.
Okay, we've got picture up here of a fishing, Greg the fisherman, and you had friends that were with you on a boat. You said you were on it for how long?
Well, was pretty much a handyman when I came out of the military. I didn't really know what to do. I traveled around, and Mexico was one of my favorite places to go. Every year I'd go down there for 3 months, and these are my friends that I made down there. I fished, and it was just a great lifestyle. It was something that when I came back, I was ready to go back to work and look forward to my next vacation. I worked basically to go on vacation.
What was your job at work?
I was a carpenter. I had sometimes worked as a general contractor. I worked as a superintendent, and I just had a really good career. I ended it. I made some money, and I was able to do what I wanted to do, and I did it the best I could.
And this picture of Mexico was, what's the name of the
That
mountain
was
or
a place called in Marco Borrado. It was on the tip of Baja. It's a place where the Mexicans down there used to draw ships into it, and they'd crash. They'd turn the lighthouse out, and then they'd put
on
lanterns.
purpose?
And and then they'd loot the ships. It was a local economy thing.
Okay, then here we have a scene. This looks like 412.
Yeah.
What's a 412 anyway?
Yeah, the 412 men's group.
Men's group.
We went up by San Bernardino,
You
close to Yucca Valley. And,
went on a men's retreat.
oh, it was a beautiful place. It was a blessing. It was a growth period. It was just a great thing to be around men of integrity.
When did you actually become a Christian?
Back in 1975, I was hitchhiking all over the United States, mostly up and down the eastern seaboard, and I had people witnessing to me. I either got picked up by hippies or Christians, and I knew the Lord was after me, and I wanted to do other things. I thought I had to change my life to be worthy of being a Christian. I didn't know that God changed our lives for us. And anyway, I went off, and in between the time I became a Christian and when that picture was taken, I had a prison stout. I did 3 years in the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, for smuggling. I was able to get out of that, and one day I went to Calvary Chapel out in Costa Mesa.
Wow. Well, you've had quite a story, Greg, and I'm very glad that we got a chance to capture this on film. This and this Rod Fink guy, I think you really made a good move in palling up with
I
him.
think I made a good move to go to him and have him expertly restore my photos.
He seemed like a real expert.
He-
All right, we'll talk to you later.
all right.
I love you,
Thank
Greg. Bye.